Today, we are exploring the Comstock Bridge in Colchester and experimenting with a different way of coping with frustration that I really haven't seen before. But first, more on the bridge. This bridge was created to cross the Salmon River. It became what you see here today in 1840 and is one of the 3 remaining covered bridges left in the state. The Comstock Bridge has a long and interesting history, but truthfully, we were too busy acting like teenage idiots with nothing to do to care. And by teenage idiots, I don't mean that as a diss to anyone. I mean that in the way that it really made me feel like a teen again. And it was that feeling of being so bored as a teenager that you'll find the dumbest ways of entertaining yourself. I honestly love that feeling because being bored as a teen is something so pure. You have no money, but some freedom. So you have to find things that are free and easy to come by. You'll do things that others characterize as stupid, but don't harm anyone. So really, who cares? In this particular instance, we found enjoyment in trying to break the ice on the edge of the river.
Be careful.
With all that being said, I think us acting like this is pretty understandable. In the times of COVID and quarantining, mental health and relationship issues have reached a boiling point. We are all definitely frustrated.
Yeah.
And even though we're lucky that we are quarantining together, so at least we have each other and our spouses through this, it's still incredibly taxing. Not being able to see the people you love, being cooped inside, not being able to really go anywhere, it's hard. As humans, we aren't built to be locked up. No animal is. We have one refuge, nature. And isn't that truly where we were meant to be? I think going out here is an amazing exercise. I have to say that doing this made me realize that this is truly a great technique for letting out frustration that many could probably benefit from. The first practice is simply throwing river rocks at the thin ice and trying to break it. Bea had never seen ice like this, and I really never had either, so we were both fascinated. I never really got to do stupid stuff like this when I was a teen either, so doing this was kind of special for me. I haven't really seen or found anyone talking about doing this online, and I think it's important to share that. That is with one exception. I remember once watching a video where this woman was helping her child understand his emotions and deal with his anger and frustration by safely throwing ice cubes in their front yard. That's basically what we're doing here today. This activity, coupled with running around and photography, was incredibly relieving with helping frustration, anger, and the feeling of constantly being stuck inside. After a few minutes in, we were already laughing so hard that it really made me just disconnect from all of my problems. The next activity that we did was stomping on the thin ice till it cracked. It was honestly so fascinating for us to watch. And now for the final practices. I suddenly realized that I can pick up the broken sheets of ice and carry them around. I passed them out and we took turns throwing the ice at the frozen parts of the river. We took absolute delight at watching it turn into some kind of powder when it hit.
It went away.
After that, I got the idea to stomp on the ice almost like a puddle. I laid the sheet down on the ground gently and stomped at it as hard as I possibly could. And this moment was probably the most satisfying of them all. And this one is probably best if your frustration is turning more into aggression and you're really wanting to use your body to express your emotion.
Yes, that's gonna break.
I'm no expert. I can only speak from experience. But if you're interested in trying this technique, as long as you can do it safely and the conditions are right, I say why not. I personally would definitely go back and do this again, and I would totally take any friend to do this if they need to burn off some steam. Again, do these at your own risk and be safe. If you are interested in trying this technique and can't go somewhere with ice just lying around, you can always try what that mom did in the video. Just grabbing a few ice cubes out of the freezer and chucking them at the pavement. You really may be surprised how much relief that can bring. Anyways, again, please be careful if you do plan on trying this. I would love to hear about this coping idea in the comments below, what your thoughts and opinions are. As I said in my last video, I want this to be a safe space, so I'll be monitoring the comments, so it's all love. Thank you so much for hanging out with us today and listening to my second journal entry. I hope it helped you. And in the words of Dr. Kirk, everyone out there, please take care of yourselves because you deserve it. You really, really do.